One surname, three very different love stories, and a globe-spanning empire of hotels, politics, and reality TV drama. Donald Trump's rise didn't happen solo. It unfolded beside three women who stamped their own identities on the brand. Ivana transformed a muddy Midtown construction pit into gleaming Trump Tower and sent three heirs to breakfast with business plans, not toys. Marla dominated 90s tabloids with a caviar-drenched Plaza wedding, then traded red carpets for charity boardrooms while guiding Tiffany toward law school. Melania brought five-language glamour to the White House, sold jewelry on QVC, and proved her entrepreneurial chops by pocketing almost $200,000 in a single NFT launch. Over the next 10 minutes, we'll reveal the single most important contribution each woman made to the Trump machine, why they got rich, and the one lesson their stories shout at anyone chasing success, even without a penthouse surname. Ivana Trump, the architect. Born Ivana Zelničková. In 1949, Czechoslovakia, she skied competitively for the national team, mastering speed, strategy, and the art of the perfect landing, skills she'd later apply to Manhattan real estate. Meeting Donald in 1976, she married him within a year and promptly switched ski poles for blueprints. Why she changed the game? Trump Tower mastermind. She personally sourced Italian Breccia Pernis marble, renegotiated steel costs, and ordered the now iconic gold handrails. Urban legends claim she vetoed 11 chandelier designs before settling on the one paparazzi still shoot through the atrium glass. Corporate titles: President of the Plaza Hotel, CEO of Trump Castle, Interior Boss of the Taj Mahal Casino. A former executive recalled that Ivana never left a site without white glove testing the banisters. Net worth boost: estimates put her personal fortune near $100 million in the late 1980s, with apartments on both coasts plus a pastel chateau outside Saint-Tropez. The divorce heard round the globe. When the marriage imploded in 1990, New York gossip pages sold out by noon for weeks. She ultimately secured $14 million in cash, a 45-room Greenwich mansion, and an apartment in Trump Plaza, then pivoted, turning public sympathy into a QVC fashion empire and three best-selling books. Motherhood in High Heels. Ivana's parenting recipe mixed iron discipline with front-row opportunity. Don Jr. later said, "She made us shake the contractor's hand at age 8. Breakfast was served at 7 a.m. sharp, even if she'd returned from a charity gala at 2 a.m. And dinner required each child to deliver one new vocabulary word." That rigor helped propel Don Jr. to a reported $350 million asset pile and the campaign trail. Ivanka to an estimated $800 million brand when combined with husband Jared Kushner. Eric to oversee the wineries, charitable drives, and public speaking tours. Ivana's final bow came in 2022 when a fall in her Manhattan townhouse ended her life at 73. She left $34 million and an ethos of granite-tough self-reliance her children still quote daily. Marla Maples, the heart. Marla Ann. Maples, born 1963 in tiny Cohutta, Georgia, glided from homecoming queen to Miss Hawaiian Tropic title holder, then hopped to New York's modeling scene. Fate, and a velvet rope, placed her beside Donald in 1985. The tabloids ran wild. Trump leaned in. Signature spectacle. The 1993 Plaza Hotel wedding was a made-for-TV fairy tale. 1,000 guests, including Don King and Mariah Carey. 17 television crews jockeying for angles. $60,000 worth of beluga caviar and a $2 million diamond tiara perched on Marla's crown. A 2-meter cake layered high enough to hide a small child. 2 months earlier, their daughter Tiffany had arrived, giving the Trump brand a new air and the gossip column's endless content. Why she matters, tabloid to charity lane. After a 1999 split and a comparatively modest $1 million settlement, Marla steered herself west, focusing on acting roles, executive decision, Spin City, and a wellness radio show that preached gratitude before it was influencer currency. Philanthropy first, Lyme disease awareness. Galas, Make-A-Wish fundraisers, kids creating peace tours. Across Jerusalem and Amman, Marla's calendar now reads like an NGO roadmap. Tiffany's mentor. She raised Tiffany mostly in California, encouraging a portfolio of modeling gigs, real estate investments, and eventually Georgetown law. Today, Tiffany's net worth hovers around $10 million, and her social feed balances charity events with Met Gala step-in repeats. Core contribution. Marla humanized the Trump story at a moment it risked becoming pure steel and marble. She injected Hollywood sparkle, then retreated into philanthropy, proving brand burnish doesn't require staying in the blast furnace forever. Melania Trump, the brander. Melania Knavs began life in 1970. Slovenia, a region better known for ski jumps than catwalks. At 18, she signed with a Milan agency, and by her early 20s, she was splitting time between Paris photo shoots and New York loft castings. Ascent to First Lady fame runway. Resume: cover shoots for Vogue, campaigns for Chanel, and a Sports Illustrated swimsuit spread that still circulates on Pinterest boards. 5 languages: Slovenian, English, French, German, Serbian, handy at UN luncheons and Davos corridors. Entrepreneurial moves: Melania timepieces and jewelry on QVC, sold out night 1. Melania Mark luxury skincare line in 2010. NFT debut: Melania's Vision in 2021, minted, listed, and sold for nearly $200,000 within days. Defining power play. When critics labeled her silent during the 2016 campaign, Melania weaponized visuals. A white Ralph Lauren jumpsuit at the RNC, a powder blue inauguration coat that mirrored Jackie Kennedy, and the now meme-worthy "I really don't care, do you?" jacket, each sparking 24-hour news cycles that turned silence into strategy. Personal fortune and assets. Analysts pin her net worth above $70 million, anchored by a $500,000 Rolls-Royce Phantom, a stake in Trump Tower's triplex penthouse, and holdings in Slovenia. Rumors swirl of future fashion NFTs, unverified but plausible given her digital experiment track record. Motherhood mission. When Baron William Trump arrived in 2006, Melania adjusted the runway stride to soccer mom sneakers. She hand-picked St. Andrew's Episcopal in Maryland, tuition approximately $41,000, and reportedly interviews tutors personally. Now over 6 feet 9 inches, Baron navigates adolescence largely off-camera, fluent in multiple languages and rumored to analyze football stats in his spare time, paralleling mom's flair for strategic quiet. Why her role is unique. Melania is the only Trump spouse to move into the White House, juggle state dinners in French, and still drop a revenue-generating NFT after leaving Pennsylvania Avenue. She turned restraint into anticipation, proof that sometimes the loudest branding is a controlled whisper. 3 wives, 3 blueprints for power. Ivana's architect mindset: negotiate the price of marble at dawn, teach your kids humility by dusk. Marla's heart-led hustle: turn headline chaos into charitable leverage, and raise a lawyer who can glide from Vogue shoots to Supreme Court galleries. Melania's precision branding: speak sparingly, but each outfit, tweet, or blockchain drop should trend by lunchtime. Each woman seized a moment, etched her initials into the empire, then pivoted. Ivana to retail empress, Marla to philanthropy sage, Melania to digital entrepreneur. The common thread? They all built independent income streams inside a relationship overshadowed by gold letters. So, if you could borrow one playbook, which would rocket your own ambitions? Comment Ivana, Marla, or Melania below. Hit like if a tactic just clicked for you, and subscribe for our next high-stakes biography. Remember, skyscrapers can sway in the wind, elections spin on a tweet, but the strategies you practice at home, discipline, empathy, and polished self-promotion, can withstand any headline hurricane.